Welcome to the Zono Sports Show, where you know Zonos. What you have to remember is that life is about the manifestation of moments. KD had his moment last night in Game 3 of the NBA Finals for this season. Now, never ever sleep on greatness. I would tell anybody that, give anybody that advice. I did accidentally. Now, I'll be honest, I went to sleep last night, took a nap at about 8 o'clock, woke up at 9 due to a phone call, put the phone back down, I'm watching the game, and somehow, miraculously, I slipped back into a long slumber that lasts for the duration of all but 46 minutes of this entire basketball game. I wake up with about 2 minutes to go. Now, I saw the first 5 minutes of that game, but I woke up with 2 minutes to go. And it seems as though that was the only thing that mattered as far as viewership goes pertaining to Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Why do I say that? The last 2 minutes, Cleveland did not score in the last, 3 minutes and 8 seconds to be exact. But the last 2 minutes, I see Golden State score 11 points to Cleveland's 0. KD had 31 points last night and proves that he has a killer's mentality. If you watched him after the game, and he got interviewed, what he told Doris Burke was that the shot that he took, that he pulled up and shot in LeBron's face, letting him know that he has proclaimed himself the new king of the NBA, he said that he's been working on that shot his entire life, and it was liberating. It was liberating in a sense that it showed everybody that I'm not just some small, scrawny kid who played at Texas, from D.C., called my mom the real MVP, came to the NBA, balling at OKC, couldn't get it done, lost in 2012 to LeBron. I am the new best player in the NBA. That's the type of liberation I'm speaking of. Now, LeBron, he had 39 points. He sniffed the triple-double. He's averaging a triple-double for the finals. But is that really important when you're down 3-0? The last 2 minutes of games have cemented his legacy. If you watched him down the stretch, there was one play where they need a bucket very bad. Within that last 2 minutes, he drives down the baseline and he drives towards the corner and he kicks it out to Kyle Korver. Now, what have I said time and time again? LeBron is a man who shies away from the clutch moment. He shies away from crunch time. KD just pulled up and put a dagger in the heart of the heart of your entire roster, your city, and inside your heart personally. So, LeBron, why would you look and turn to Kyle Korver, who was brought in to help to save you? That's like Batman turning to Robin and saying, hey, Robin, I can't do this one. Can you take care of it? Can you handle this for me, Robin? LeBron, you're supposed to be Batman. You're supposed to be the Dark Knight of Cleveland, from Akron, the hometown kid. Cleveland, this is for you. Was this one for Cleveland too? Because you're the guy supposed to take that shot down the stretch, not kick it out to Kyle Korver. So I'll remember you as the man who passed the ball to D. Wade, and when it got tight and Kyrie wasn't open, you kicked it out to Kyle Korver. That's the type of player that you always been. That's why myself personally, can't put you on that pedestal with Kobe and Michael Jordan. Now I'll get back to that in a moment. Role players showed up except Tristan Thompson. I don't know. Jalen Rose likes to call it the curse of the Kardashians. I'm starting to agree with Mr. Rose. Tristan Thompson, 0 points, 3 rebounds in 23 minutes. You're out there not to score, to get rebounds, and you got 3? Sounds like somebody needs to focus. Your daddy got on you about the fact that you left your child's mother to be with Khloe Kardashian and do whatever. But, I mean, it looks like that may have affected your game. Something affected your game. Now, I can't attribute that totally to your personal life. Maybe that's not in my jurisdiction to do so. But I will say, Tristan Thompson, you ain't the same guy from last year, bro. Something's going on. And maybe it's just the great, outstanding defense that Golden State's playing and what they're doing defensively to you. But you don't look like the man that helped Cleveland to that championship last year. J.R. Smith finally bounced back, 5 for 10 from 3. It's good to see him get his shot. Kevin Love, he was off. But this was not the game you could have been off, Kevin Love. You've had 20, 30 points in the last couple games. You've come back 1 for 7 from 3. And Kyrie, he shows up and wakes up. The Cavs just can't get all their parts to move in unison to run a well-oiled machine that we thought it was at the start of the playoffs. Kyrie, 38 points, 15 for 27 field goals. I mean, Kyrie was a magician with the ball. I saw highlights this morning. He was a magician. Couldn't get that last bucket to go in under 2 minutes, though. Chef Curry, Clay, and KD shot better than 50% from three altogether. I want to say it was even better than 55%. Post-game. Now, this was an interesting post-game for me because you saw a lot of people reflect on their careers in a way that we've never seen before, because I don't think we've ever seen a collection of all-stars of this magnitude on this stage, the NBA Finals. Yeah, Chef Curry, he talked about how this is something that we've been wanting to do. We've worked and worked for it all year, and we knew that if we could stay together and play a good game, we could win the game. Now, Chef, I commend him because he wants to be the star, but the one thing I've always known about Steph Curry is he's a team player first, and I commend him for that because this is a me era. He's a team guy first. And LeBron, it becomes like for LeBron, for him to say what he said after the game, it's a testament to his character, because I know I get on LeBron a lot. I give him a tough time, but he does keep it 100. LeBron, he's become as transparent and humble as we've seen all season. He stated after the game, this is the most firepower I've seen in my career. The most firepower he's played against in his entire, 14 years of his NBA career. And that speaks volumes about what Golden State's done in assembling that roster, putting everyone together. This is like a transformer. It's like Power Rangers when they all get together and Voltron gives them the superpowers and they make that big monster. The Golden State Warriors are, in fact, a dominant squad, individually at every position and collectively as a single unit. So I respect LeBron for acknowledging that. Now, KD came in like a wrecking ball right into King James's castle and has stolen what seems to be the throne of who was once considered to be the king of the NBA, which is no longer LeBron James. Now, as far as the series goes, what does a sweep mean? A sweep means this 3-year run is validated beyond measure for Golden State. This 3-year run is not just about Andre Iguodala winning the MVP and Chef not winning the MVP. It's not about LeBron getting the MVP and Chef losing the finals. It's not about KD potentially winning the MVP and Chef not getting that again. It's about a great team, the Golden State Warriors, who have assembled this collection of shooters and big-time personalities, people who like to shimmy, talk trash, punch underneath, do a few things, who have a lot of flavor, vibrato about their games. This is about a team who is elite, a 73-win team who came back the next year and went undefeated in the playoffs, period, and only lost 6 less games than the previous season. This is about the greatest team and collection of talent that we've seen in the history of the NBA. People talk about the 95-96 Bulls. Well, this team here, they look like they may be even more supreme than those Michael Jordan-led Bulls. Also, a sweep for LeBron, that means that he was never actually the GOAT, let alone the calf, near Michael Jordan. It means that he was the most athletic and most powerful player that we've seen play the sport of professional basketball. But 2 sweeps in the NBA Finals on his resume, 2 sweeps LeBron James in the NBA Finals, means to me that you are someone who complements a great team and makes them into a superior elite team. But you are no GOAT. You are no Kobe Bryant. You are no Michael Jordan. You get sweeped in 2007, you get sweeped in 2017, 10 years later, then I can't put you in that bag. I'm sorry. End of discussion. Get that broom out. Get that broom out. I guess that's what they're singing in Oakland. I don't know. NBA draft-wise, LeVar Ball, you did it to yourself. Now, what am I talking about with LeVar Ball? Well, Lonzo Ball had a workout with the Los Angeles Lakers yesterday, and Magic Johnson and Lakers management said, LeVar Ball, you can't be there. He was not allowed at the Lakers workout, and actually after that, he declined dinner. I don't think it was the best move to decline dinner. That's still your kid. You want to go meet who your kid's going to work for in this profession. They invited you to that. I think maybe you should have gone. But hey, who knows? Big baller brand. He may have a larger plan and feel like he was entitled to be there because, I mean, maybe this big baller brand thing, he's going to do something significant with it, something magnificent with it. I don't know. But Lonzo Ball says that he doesn't get nervous anyway. He said ever since the cameras cut on at UCLA, he's been fine. We'll see what happens once the lights come on, Lonzo Ball. I hope you go ham in Hollywood. Markelle Fultz says he won't work out for any other team but the Celtics and Danny Ainge. Markelle Fultz, you might want to slow down taking a page out of Lonzo Ball's book. Yeah, they say you're going to be the number one pick, but it depends on what the Celtics need. And they're watching the NBA Finals, and they may be thinking about different things they need to do after watching the Golden State Warriors and seeing what they did to LeBron James and how he dominated them. What do we need to beat that team? So Markelle Fultz, you may not be the guy, and you may be, but I suggest you keep it open for other teams, such as the Sixers, who have Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons coming back. I think you should maybe chill out. And if you take a few other workouts, but to each his own, everybody's got their own prerogative. College football wise, now Oklahoma, they've been on a roller coaster the past 24 hours. The University of Oklahoma, congrats to them for winning the College World Series for women's softball. Now, you flip over that coin to the other side, and what do you see? Well, you see a desk in the football office that's no longer going to be occupied by Bob Stoops. The Sooners suffered the defeat in football simply by losing someone who's carried the torch of that program for the past 17 years. Bob Stoops is retiring. Now, he said it's not from his health, but they're saying on numerous media outlets that it's due to it could be due to the fact that his father passed away at 54 as a coach, and he's 56. So some people have tried to link that, but I think he just maybe is thinking that it's time for him to get out. Maybe he wants to take a break like Urban Meyer did a few years ago before he ended up at Ohio State. The all-time record of big game, Bob, 121 and 29 losses in 17 years. 9 home losses in 17 years. Now, we call him Big Game Bob because it seems like those big games, national championship, the BCS Bowls, those New Year's Day Bowls, he just can't seem to win them. However, he did have the one shining moment back in, I want to say 2013 or 2014 when he beat Alabama and Nick Saban in the Sugar Bowl. That was a good win for him. Who's going to take over? Lincoln Riley, the new young whippersnapper. He's a coach, 33 years old. I'm 26. My man's 7 years older than me? So you're going to take these Sooners and keep them at the same level they were as Bob Stoops? I've got to watch you coach a couple games, Mr. Riley. They say you're the man. They say you're the boss. We shall see in due time. NHL-wise, give me the Predators tonight, all the way through the rest of the playoffs. I think they'll get back to Nashville on Sunday, and I think they'll get the dub and win the Stanley Cup. I think they win tonight in Pittsburgh. I think PK Subban, I think Pekka Rinne, I think he will continue his outstanding goal play. I think that this Predators team is juiced up, and they're ready to knock off the defending champions, the Pittsburgh Penguins. I don't care about the Penguins getting back home. I don't care about Gunsel getting back on that ice or Sidney Crosby. I think the Predators are a team of destiny this year with all the playoff home wins, too. They've got like 12 or 13, I want to say. MLB-wise, Cubs had won 5 straight until last night. They finally fixed and turned that around. You know, I've been getting on the Cubs all year. Theo, I think he finally took out the cigars and the champagne from the locker room and made them focus back on baseball this year. Celebrations and parades are all done. And Scooter Gennett, 4 homers, 4 long balls the other day against the Cardinals for the Reds. Scooter Gennett, congrats to you, man. I've never seen 4 home runs in one game. Not personally, but I caught the highlights. That was an amazing feat, Scooter Gennett. So shout out to you, bro. I know your family's proud. And next show, I'll be talking to you guys Tuesday. You know, I appreciate you guys when you watch Zono Sports. I got to give you the juice every week. Maybe on Tuesday, I won't even be talking about the NBA Finals anymore. And if that happens, I will tell you that Tuesday, we will be transitioning into a 1 show per week. And that show will be either Tuesday or Thursday, but most likely, if Cleveland loses on Friday, tomorrow night, we will be moving to 1 show per week for now, because there's, the summer, it's going to be slow. It's going to be hot. I'll be traveling a little bit, but it'll be every Tuesday potentially. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching the Zono Sports Show, where Zonos.